Welcome to Soul Ascendancy. I'm glad you're here today, ready to embark on a journey of discovery, growth, and deep transformation. This video will dive into the raw, unsettling truth behind the awakening process of a chosen one. If you're here, it's because you're seeking answers, trying to understand why you feel different, or perhaps you're already feeling the shift and are looking for guidance. I promise, you're not alone in this experience, and you're in the right place. So, as we start this journey together, I invite you to take a deep breath and open yourself to the insights that await you. In many ways, the journey of the chosen ones echoes the biblical teachings of transformation and divine purpose, just as in the story of the Israelites, who wandered through the wilderness, not as a punishment but as a refining process. The chosen ones walk their own paths of trial and growth, knowing that each step is part of a greater divine plan. The Bible speaks of the refining fire that purifies gold, a powerful metaphor for the challenges the chosen ones face. As they endure the trials of life, they emerge stronger, more aligned with their purpose, and more attuned to their higher calling. The Apostle Paul writes in Romans 8:28 that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to his purpose. This resonates deeply with the chosen ones, for they understand that even their darkest moments serve a greater purpose, like the story of Joseph, who endured betrayal and hardship, only to rise to a place of leadership and service. The chosen ones know that their struggles are not in vain, but are preparing them to serve others with greater wisdom, love, and understanding. Before we dive deeper into the topic, I ask you to take a moment to engage with this video. If you resonate with what you're hearing, comment fire below to let me know you're part of this awakening. And don't forget to subscribe to Soul Ascendancy, so you can stay connected and continue this journey with us. Now, let's begin. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the world around you isn't quite as it seems. The clock ticks, the coffee still tastes the same, but something feels off. You can't exactly pinpoint it, but you know things have shifted. It's as though you've been handed a key, but not to your front door or your car. This key unlocks something far more profound, something hidden, something that has always been yours. You've just cracked open the door to your true self. The awakening has begun. Being a chosen one sounds like a fairy tale, doesn't it? A cosmic lottery ticket that you didn't even buy yet somehow. You hold it. But let me tell you, the reality is far from the glamorous fantasy you might imagine. This awakening isn't some neat cinematic sequence of epiphanies set to dramatic music. It's not the clean, easy journey you might expect. In fact, it's a jolt, an electric surge of truth that can shatter every belief you've held dear. It's thrilling, yes, but also overwhelming and deeply terrifying. For some, this process starts as a gentle nudge, a whisper from the universe. For others, it feels more like being pushed off a cliff and told you'll learn to fly on the way down. Either way, there's no going back to the life you once knew. No longer are you satisfied with the mundanity of the everyday. You are suddenly haunted by a sense that you're meant for something greater. But what is it? And are you ready to face the raw, often uncomfortable truth of who you were meant to become? As this process unfolds, you may feel as though you're caught in a storm. The first sign of awakening is not peace or clarity. No, it's an internal chaos, a storm of emotions that leaves you questioning everything. You might feel anger, confusion, and even betrayal. It's as though your own mind has been hiding something from you, keeping you in the dark. You start to question your very identity, your purpose, and the path you've been walking up until now. The ground beneath you feels like it's cracking open, and it's terrifying. This phase of awakening feels like a whirlwind. The smallest things may make you overthink, and situations that once didn't bother you now trigger deep emotions. It's as though your psyche is fighting to hold onto the old ways of thinking, refusing to let go of old habits and beliefs that no longer serve you. This struggle between who you were and who you're becoming is enough to make anyone question their sanity. But here's the truth. You're not losing your mind. This chaos is part of your transformation. Every emotion, every fear, every doubt you experience is like a layer being peeled away. It's uncomfortable, painful, and often messy, but it's necessary. This inner turmoil is like a detox for your soul, stripping away years of conditioning and outdated expectations. It's not easy, and it doesn't always look pretty, but it's the fire you must walk through, to emerge clearer, lighter, and closer to your true self. When chosen ones finally realize that this inner chaos isn't a breakdown but a breakthrough, something begins to shift. This is when the path to self-discovery truly begins. It's a path of embracing the unknown, a journey into understanding who you really are and what you're meant to become. But make no mistake, this journey is not for the faint of heart. It's not for anyone who thought enlightenment would come with an easy-to-follow guidebook. This is about facing the uncomfortable, the raw truths that lie hidden beneath the surface. As you move forward on this path, you'll begin to confront truths about yourself and the world around you. You'll realize that the identity you've carried up until now isn't the true you. In fact, much of what you've believed about yourself and the world has been shaped by external influences, society's norms, the expectations of others, and even your own fears. These revelations are not always easy to accept. They can be shocking, even unsettling. It's like pulling back the curtains on a stage, only to find that what you thought was the act is actually a series of strings, pulleys, and mechanisms driving the scene. What you once thought was normal now looks like a series of illusions. In this phase, you'll begin to see parts of yourself you've ignored or denied, both the positive and the negative. Old patterns, past mistakes, and beliefs you've blindly accepted will surface, forcing you to take a hard look at who you've been. This is not an easy realization. It can be disorienting, alienating, even painful. But it's necessary. You're being asked to shed the outdated versions of yourself, the roles and identities that no longer serve your true purpose. This isn't about self-improvement in the conventional sense. It's about unveiling your authentic self, the one buried under layers of illusion and falsehoods. As you come to terms with these uncomfortable truths, you'll also begin to see the world in a new light. Your relationships, your interactions, even the structures of society will take on new meanings. Hidden motivations and power dynamics that you once overlooked will become glaringly obvious. And with each new revelation, you'll be pushed to redefine yourself and your place in the world. This process can be isolating. As you begin to awaken, you may experience an intense loneliness, a sense that no one around you truly understands what you're going through. It's not that you're physically alone. It's that the connections you once had now feel shallow, almost hollow. You'll find that conversations, once so comfortable, now feel strained, like they're lacking the depth that you crave. This loneliness isn't about missing people, but about being out of sync with the world. It's a profound sense that you're no longer part of the same world you once knew. Even as you go through the same motions, talk to the same people, and engage in the same activities, there's an undeniable sense that something has changed. You no longer fit in the way you once did. It's not that you dislike these things, but they no longer fulfill you. They feel like distractions or noise, and you're left searching for something deeper, something more meaningful. At first, this loss of joy in the mundane can be jarring. It can feel as though everything that once brought you pleasure has suddenly been stripped away. You might try to go back to the old routines, revisiting the hobbies and activities that once brought you joy, but it's not the same. You might find yourself asking why these things no longer excite you. This can be unsettling, but it's part of the awakening process. As you evolve, so too does your sense of fulfillment. So shift is a necessary one. It's pushing you towards something greater, something more aligned with your true self. It's forcing you to let go of old ways of thinking, old ways of being, and to embrace a deeper connection with your soul. And though it's not easy, it's leading you to a place where the things that once brought you joy no longer have the same hold on you. You're being guided toward a greater understanding, a more authentic experience of life. As the chosen one continues on their awakening journey, they may find themselves feeling an increasing sense of disconnection from their previous life. The world around them may seem out of sync with their growing awareness, and they might question why things that once brought comfort now feel empty. This feeling of emptiness is not a sign of failure or brokenness. It is a sign of growth, a sign that they are stepping into something deeper, something far beyond the surface-level pursuits they once knew. For the chosen ones, this emptiness is not a permanent state. It is part of the transition into a new phase of their spiritual evolution. The world may begin to feel gray, even depressing at times, because the things they once relied on no longer satisfy the soul's deeper cravings. Their soul is calling out for something more meaningful, more purposeful, something that resonates with their growing sense of self-awareness. This call to purpose can lead them to feel restless, lost even. The things that once brought them joy, hobbies, socializing, material pleasures, seem shallow in comparison to the deeper connections their soul now yearns for. But this phase, though challenging, is a necessary part of the awakening process. It is a time to shed old skins, old identities, and the superficial comforts that no longer align with the higher self. What comes next is not an instant solution, but a gradual shift toward deeper fulfillment. The chosen ones may begin to seek purpose in ways they never did before. Instead of turning to distractions, they find solace in creative expression, in helping others, or in moments of genuine connection. Activities that once seemed trivial or unimportant now become sources of deep satisfaction. They may immerse themselves in nature, take up new hobbies that allow their soul to expand, or even become involved in causes that help them make a positive impact on the world. While this process of change may be slow and sometimes disorienting, the rewards are worth it. The chosen one's life becomes filled with meaning and clarity as they begin to recognize that true happiness is not found in the transient pleasures of life, but in purpose-driven action and the connections they form with others on a deeper level. Along this journey, the chosen ones begin to notice something else shifting within them. An uncanny, heightened sense of intuition. It's not the vague gut feelings they may have experienced in the past. No, this intuition is sharper, clearer, and at times, it is almost unnervingly accurate. They begin to pick up on things they never noticed before. They can sense when someone is being dishonest, feel the underlying tension in a conversation, or intuitively know the outcome of a situation without being told. This newfound ability can feel both empowering and isolating. At first, it is overwhelming, like they have a new level of awareness that they don't quite know how to manage. And conversations that used to feel normal now carry a weight of hidden meaning, and relationships become complicated as they begin to see things that others try to hide. It is like having an invisible spotlight that shines on the hidden aspects of life, revealing the truths that others may not be ready to face. As the chosen one learns to trust this intuition, they realize it is not a curse but a guiding force. It helps them navigate life with more clarity, directing them toward people and situations that resonate with their true self and away from those that are misaligned. Though it may create moments of discomfort, this new awareness becomes their compass, guiding them in ways that others might not understand, but in ways that lead them toward their truest potential. Alongside their heightened intuition, the chosen one may also begin to experience vivid dreams and visions, glimpses into a deeper reality that exists beyond the physical world. These dreams may not always be easy to interpret, but they hold meaning, symbols, and messages that speak to the core of their being. Some visions may be filled with hope and beauty, showing them paths of purpose and fulfillment, while others might present challenges or obstacles they will have to face. It's as if the veil between worlds becomes thinner, and they are able to see into different layers of existence. These visions may reveal glimpses of the future, or they may bring forward unresolved parts of their past that need healing. Sometimes, the visions will come as flashes during their waking hours, sudden moments of clarity that offer direction and insight. At other times, they may arrive in the form of dreams that feel intensely real, with messages that can be both comforting and unsettling. Living with these visions is not easy. The chosen one often feels isolated in their experiences, as they cannot always share their insights with others. Most people, unable to see beyond the physical realm, may dismiss these visions as mere fantasy, but for the chosen ones, these experiences are deeply real. They are messages, guidance, and a reminder that there's more to life than what meets the eye. Alongside their heightened intuition and visionary experiences, the chosen ones also begin to develop an intense sense of empathy. This empathy is not just a passive understanding of others' emotions. It is a deep, visceral connection that allows them to feel the pain, joy, and suffering of others as if it were their own. This can be a gift, as it allows them to connect with others on a profound level, offering healing and comfort in ways that seem almost magical. However, this deep empathy can also feel like a curse. The emotional weight of the world's suffering can become overwhelming, and the chosen one may struggle to manage the constant influx of others' emotions. Being in crowded places, hearing someone's story, or simply being around people can become exhausting. They absorb the energy around them, often without realizing it, leaving them drained and emotionally spent. This can lead to a need for solitude, time to recharge and recover from the emotional intensity they carry. Over time, the chosen ones learn to manage their empathy, setting boundaries when needed and learning how to protect their energy while still being there for others. Choosing, but not all experiences along the awakening journey are positive. As the chosen one steps into their new role, certain people in their life may begin to act in ways that are hostile or dismissive. These individuals, once close friends, family members, or colleagues, may suddenly become antagonistic without any clear reason. Their discomfort with the chosen one's growth and transformation may manifest as passive-aggressive behavior, mocking their beliefs or undermining their progress. This resistance can be confusing and hurtful, especially when it comes from people the chosen one has trusted. But these reactions are not a reflection of the chosen one's worth. Instead, they are a reflection of the other person's discomfort with the changes the chosen one is undergoing. The transformation triggers insecurities and fears in others, and rather than addressing their own issues, they project their discomfort onto the chosen one. This experience teaches the chosen one a valuable lesson in discernment. They learn to recognize who is truly supportive and who is not. They realize that they must prioritize their own growth, even if it means distancing themselves from people who are not aligned with their journey. This can be a painful process, but it is also empowering. The chosen one becomes stronger in their sense of self, knowing that they are no longer living to please others but to honor their own path. At some point, the chosen ones will face a pivotal moment in their awakening, a moment of deep inner conflict. As they begin to embrace their true self, they may realize that the life they once thought was meant for them no longer aligns with who they are becoming. The job they once dreamed of, the relationships they once cherished, and the goals they once pursued may now feel limiting and suffocating. This realization can be jarring and even terrifying, but it is also liberating. The chosen one faces the challenge of letting go of old paths that no longer serve them, even if it means stepping into the unknown. They must have the courage to break free from societal expectations, family pressures, and the comfort of familiar routines. The fear of judgment, failure, and instability may loom large, but the pull of authenticity becomes stronger. The chosen one knows that true fulfillment lies not in adhering to the expectations of others, but in embracing their unique journey, however unconventional it may be. This transition requires great strength and resilience. It is not easy, and it is not without sacrifice. But the chosen ones are prepared for this journey because they have tapped into something deeper, something within themselves that can never be extinguished. As they move forward on their path, they will encounter challenges, but they will also discover a freedom and purpose that can only be found when one is truly aligned with their soul's mission. So, if you are one of the chosen ones, know that the path ahead may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Trust your journey, embrace the discomfort, and step boldly into your true self. The world needs your light. Comment fire below if you are ready to ignite your soul's purpose, and don't forget to subscribe to Soul Ascendancy for more guidance on your journey. As chosen ones continue to evolve, they enter a deeper phase of their awakening, one that requires them to embrace even more profound shifts in their consciousness. The realization that their lives are more than just personal stories becomes ever clearer. They begin to see their existence as a reflection of the greater whole, a single thread woven into the vast and intricate tapestry of the universe. In this expanded awareness, they no longer see themselves as isolated beings, but as part of something much greater, something infinite and interconnected. This understanding helps them move beyond their personal fears and limitations, as they recognize their role in the grand design of life. For many chosen ones, the process of self-discovery continues to unfold in unexpected ways. New insights emerge, often without warning, through quiet moments of reflection or during times of intense emotional upheaval. These revelations are not always easy to understand, and the journey can feel at times like walking through fog. But even in the uncertainty, there is a powerful force driving them forward, an inner knowing that they are on the right path. even when the destination is not yet clear. They are no longer concerned with the need for instant answers. Instead, they have learned to trust the process, to surrender to the flow of life, and to allow things to unfold as they are meant to. As their awareness deepens, the chosen ones come to realize that their past experiences, even the most difficult ones, were not random or meaningless. Every hardship, every struggle, every moment of pain has served a higher purpose. These experiences were never meant to break them, but rather to strengthen them, to teach them, and to prepare them for the work they are here to do. They learn that their failures, instead of being signs of defeat, are sacred teachings that carry vital lessons. Each failure is a step forward in their evolution, and in time, they come to see that there is no such thing as true failure. There is only growth and transformation. Through this shift in perception, chosen ones gain a profound sense of peace. They no longer feel the need to chase success or approval from external sources. They begin to see that their worth is not measured by the things they accomplish or the recognition they receive, but by the way they show up in the world. They come to understand that the simple acts of kindness, compassion, and service they offer are the most powerful contributions they can make. They realize that true fulfillment does not come from accolades, but from the deep satisfaction of knowing they have made a difference in someone's life, even in small ways. This transformation in their mindset brings with it a sense of clarity and purpose. Chosen ones no longer feel lost or uncertain about their place in the world. They know that their mission is not about achieving personal glory or fame, but about serving others in the most authentic way possible. They understand that their path is not one of recognition, but of humble service. The need for external validation fades, and they become more focused on the work they are meant to do. The work of healing, teaching, and uplifting others. At this point in their journey, they often experience a significant shift in their relationships. As they become more in tune with their authentic selves, they may find that some of their old connections no longer resonate with them. Relationships that once felt comfortable or familiar may now feel draining or limiting. This is a natural part of the awakening process. Chosen ones are being called to surround themselves with people who align with their higher purpose, those who support their growth and encourage their journey of self-discovery. Yet, even as some relationships fall away, new, more meaningful connections begin to emerge. These relationships are built on mutual respect, shared values, and a deep understanding of one another's journeys. There is no longer any need for pretense or superficial interactions. Instead, the chosen ones are drawn to those who are also awakening, those who are on the same path of growth and transformation. Together, they support one another in their journeys, knowing that each step they take is part of a greater collective awakening. As they continue to evolve, chosen ones also begin to see the world through new eyes. The mundane aspects of life no longer hold the same significance. They are no longer bound by societal norms or the expectations placed on them by others. Instead, they become more attuned to the energy around them, sensing the deeper currents that flow through all things. This heightened awareness allows them to connect with the world in a more meaningful way. They begin to see beauty in places they once overlooked and feel a profound sense of gratitude for the simplest moments of life. This new perspective also brings with it a sense of responsibility. Chosen ones realize that they are not just here to live for themselves. They are here to serve, to guide, and to help others awaken to their own truths. They are aware that their journey is not only about their personal growth, but about the collective awakening of humanity. This awareness drives them to continue their work, even when the path is challenging or unclear. They know that they are part of something much larger than themselves, and their role is to contribute to the greater good of all. As they continue to embody this sense of purpose, chosen ones often find themselves stepping into leadership roles. These roles may not always be formal or traditional, but they are significant nonetheless. Whether they're teaching, mentoring, or simply leading by example, they begin to guide others on their own journeys of self-discovery. They become beacons of light, showing the way for those who are still lost in the darkness. Their presence has a profound impact, inspiring others to seek their own truths and to embrace their own unique paths. Through it all, the chosen ones remain grounded in the understanding that their journey is never truly complete. There is always more to learn, more to experience, to continue to grow and evolve, knowing that their transformation is an ongoing process that will continue throughout their lives. And in this ongoing evolution, they find a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. They know that they are living in alignment with their highest purpose, and that is enough. To those of you who resonate with this message, I invite you to join us on this journey of transformation. Share your experiences, your insights, and your stories in the comments below. Let us continue to support one another as we walk this path together. If you feel called to, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel, Soul Ascendancy, and be part of our growing community. Together, we will continue to rise, to awaken, and to serve. Comment fire below if you are ready to embrace your true purpose and let your light shine. Thank you for being a part of this journey. In the journey of awakening, the realization that one is a chosen one is not merely a moment of recognition, but an ongoing transformation. It is the gradual shedding of old identities and the embracing of a new self, one that is connected to the vast, intricate web of existence. The chosen ones understand that they are not isolated in their journeys, but rather they are part of a greater collective consciousness, a force that transcends time and space. This collective force is what binds us all, and when chosen ones awaken to their true nature, they become conduits of this energy, spreading light and healing to others who are still in the dark. But this journey is not always easy. The path of self-discovery is often one of discomfort, uncertainty, and even fear. It forces chosen ones to confront their deepest insecurities and question everything they thought they knew about themselves and the world around them. It is a process of unlearning as much as it is of learning, and the deeper the awakening, the more intense the challenges become. Yet through each challenge, chosen ones are given the opportunity to become more aligned with their higher selves, to break free from the limitations imposed by society, and to live authentically. One of the most powerful insights that chosen ones come to realize on their journey is that their past, far from being a burden, is actually a profound source of wisdom. What they once perceived as mistakes, failures, or missteps now appear as sacred lessons, meticulously designed experiences that played a critical role in shaping their inner strength and fortifying their character. These past challenges were not random occurrences or unfortunate events, but rather purposeful aspects of their soul's evolution. They understand now that each painful setback, each instance of disappointment, and every perceived failure was not meant to derail them, but rather to guide them toward deeper understanding and growth. When they look back, the chosen ones begin to see that the trials they endured were actually initiations. These trials, while difficult in the moment, were the catalysts for their growth. They have gained a new perspective on the pain they once carried, no longer viewing it as something that held them back, but as something that propelled them forward. Through every experience of hardship, they were unknowingly gathering the tools, skills, and wisdom necessary to fulfill their higher purpose. They learned that their personal struggles were not mistakes, but part of a larger plan, a journey of transformation that needed to unfold in a specific way. These experiences teach resilience in a profound manner. Resilience is not simply about bouncing back from adversity. It is about gaining the inner strength to move through the hardest moments with grace, to rise after each fall, and to keep going even when the path is unclear. Each struggle offers a deeper understanding of one's own capacity to endure, to heal, and to emerge stronger. And care, compassion, too, blooms from these experiences. The chosen ones come to understand that their pain has made them more empathetic to the suffering of others. They see the world differently, with more empathy, and a greater sense of connection to the struggles of those around them. Their own suffering has opened their hearts, making them more willing to extend kindness, understanding, and support to others. Ultimately, the journey teaches them the true meaning of strength. Strength is not simply the ability to endure or to overcome, but the courage to remain true to one's path, to stay aligned with one's purpose despite the obstacles, and to trust in the process of life. The chosen ones learn that strength is found in the quiet moments of surrender, in the vulnerability of acknowledging their wounds, and in the commitment to continue on their journey with love and faith. This transformation in perspective is far from being just an intellectual understanding. It is an emotional and spiritual metamorphosis that profoundly reshapes the chosen one's relationship with themselves and the world around them. It is a shift that touches every aspect of their being, deeply influencing their actions, thoughts, and interactions. Over time, they begin to realize that their life is not simply a series of events, goals, and achievements to be accumulated for personal gain. Instead, it becomes something far greater, a sacred mission, one that is meant to serve a higher purpose. They start to see that their existence is intricately tied to a divine calling, a path that is about contributing to the greater good, serving others, and helping to elevate the collective consciousness. This realization brings with it a profound sense of peace and clarity. They no longer feel the need to seek personal recognition or the validation of others. Where once there may have been a longing for applause or external approval, they now find that such desires have faded into the background. In place of this craving for external validation, there emerges a deep, unwavering sense of inner knowing. The chosen ones understand, on a profound level, that their true worth is not determined by what they achieve in the eyes of others or by the accomplishments they can list. It is not defined by the titles they hold, the recognition they receive, or the number of accolades they can collect throughout their lives. Rather, their sense of worth is grounded in the impact they have on those around them, in the way they live their truth, and in the authenticity they bring to every action. It becomes clear to them that the value of their life lies in how they serve others and in how they embody their higher purpose. Their journey is no longer about self-centered goals, but about creating a ripple effect of love, compassion, and understanding. They realize that by staying true to their calling, they are contributing to something much larger than themselves, a divine force that moves through them, guiding them toward their purpose. This shift in perspective also helps them to let go of comparison and competition. They stop measuring themselves against others, understanding that each person has their own unique journey and that all paths are equally valid. There is no need to compare their success with someone else's, because they understand that their success is not about achieving a particular status, but about staying aligned with their soul's mission. They begin to see life as a journey of service, not of accumulation or recognition. Their purpose is to be a vessel for the higher good, to uplift those around them, and to spread light wherever they go. In this newfound understanding, they also develop a deep sense of gratitude for their experiences. Every encounter, every hardship, and every triumph is seen as a part of this sacred mission, contributing to their growth and to the larger purpose they are serving. They learn to appreciate it every moment, recognizing that nothing in life is wasted. Even the seemingly insignificant events are part of the greater tapestry of their journey. This emotional and spiritual shift allows the chosen ones to approach life with a renewed sense of peace and joy. They no longer feel weighed down by the pressures of seeking validation or striving for external success. Instead, they are free to live authentically, knowing that their worth is inherent in who they are, not in what they do. Their sense of fulfillment comes from the knowledge that they are living in alignment with their soul's purpose, and that is all that truly matters. As chosen ones continue to evolve, they become more attuned to interconnectedness of all things. They begin to see life not as a series of disconnected events, but as a fluid, dynamic experience where everything is linked. Time itself loses its rigid structure, and they realize that life is not about the destination but the journey. They come to appreciate the richness of each moment, savoring the connections they make with others, the lessons they learn, and the beauty they find in them. This new way of seeing the world allows them to live with a greater sense of purpose and fulfillment. They are no longer constrained by the clock or the expectations of others. Instead, they live in the flow of life, trusting that everything will unfold exactly as it is meant to. As the chosen ones awaken, they come to understand a truth that goes far beyond their own personal growth. They recognize the profound weight of their responsibility. Their awakening is not a solitary experience, nor is it simply about improving their own lives or fulfilling their individual potential. Instead, they realize that their transformation is inherently linked to the transformation of those around them. It is not just about them finding their own path, but about leading others toward the light, guiding them to see the truth of who they are, and helping them awaken to their own potential. This realization is humbling. Chosen ones come to understand that they are not merely evolving for themselves, they are evolving for the collective good, for the growth and awakening of humanity as a whole. They begin to see themselves as conduits of divine energy, vessels through which truth, love, and wisdom flow. Their awakening becomes not just a personal journey but a collective one. They are called to serve as beacons of light, shining their truth for others to see, but they do not seek attention or adoration for doing so. The light they carry is not meant to shine on them, but on the path ahead, illuminating the way for others to walk. This calling to serve is not always easy. The chosen ones often find themselves in difficult situations, faced with challenges and discomfort, yet they do not shrink from their responsibility. So they do not shy away from helping others, even when it is inconvenient or when it requires them to step out of their comfort zones. They understand that true service comes from the willingness to give without expectation of reward. It is not about receiving accolades or recognition. It is about fulfilling their purpose, which is to uplift and guide others in the same way they have been uplifted and guided. There is no ulterior motive, no desire for personal gain or glory. Their service comes from a place of pure love, deep compassion, and unwavering authenticity. The chosen ones begin to realize that their true power does not lie in their ability to achieve material success or attain worldly recognition. Their strength does not come from the trophies they collect or the milestones they pass. Rather, their power lies in their capacity to serve others with love and humility. It is in the small, everyday acts of kindness, the quiet moments of encouragement, and the unwavering commitment to uplift others, especially when it is difficult. They know that their impact is not measured by how much they can accumulate or how high they can rise, but by how much they can give, how much they can help others to rise with them. In this process, they learn that the most powerful form of service is rooted in love. A love that is unconditional, all-encompassing, and genuine. It is not a love that seeks validation or rewards, but a love that simply exists to give, to heal, and to uplift. It is through this love that chosen ones truly tap into their most profound power, for they understand that love is the most transformative force in the universe. It is love that heals wounds, love that mends broken hearts, and love that inspires others to find their own strength and potential. Chosen ones also come to understand that their power is not their own. It is a gift from the universe, from a higher source, and they are simply the channel through which it flows. They are not separate from others. They are all interconnected, and their purpose is to help others realize this same truth. They understand that serving others is not just about helping them in the traditional sense, but about awakening them to their own inner power, and by doing so, they not only help others transform, but they also deepen their own understanding of who they are and what they are meant to do. Ultimately, the chosen ones come to know that true fulfillment comes not from success or recognition, but from the ability to give, to serve, and to love unconditionally. They are not defined by their accomplishments or the world's standards of success. Their worth lies in their ability to make a difference, no matter how small, in the lives of others. They are called not to be praised or glorified, but to serve as humble guides, walking the path with others, showing the way with their own light, and leading by example through their commitment to service. They embody the truest form of power, the power of love, compassion, and authenticity. And in this, they find the deepest sense of purpose and fulfillment. In this way, chosen ones become the change they wish to see in the world. They are no longer passive observers of life. They are active participants, creating ripples of transformation wherever they understand that every small act of kindness, every moment of service, contributes to the greater good. They do not need a spotlight to know that their actions matter. Whether they're mentoring someone, offering a listening ear, or simply being present for someone in need, they are making a difference. And it is this difference that brings them the deepest fulfillment. As the chosen ones continue to serve, they begin to experience a shift in their relationships. No longer do they seek validation from others, and they no longer feel the need to be surrounded by people who do not resonate with their higher purpose. They begin to attract those who are on a similar journey, those who understand the importance of authenticity, service, and love. These relationships are built on mutual respect and shared values, and they help to reinforce the chosen one's sense of purpose. There is no longer any need for pretense or superficial connections. Instead, chosen ones find themselves surrounded by people who encourage them to be their truest selves. But even as they form new connections, The journey of the chosen ones remains solitary at times. There are moments when they must walk alone, when they must face the depths of their own being and confront the shadows that remain. These are the moments when the true work happens, when they are called to heal, to transform, and to become who they were always meant to be. These moments are not easy, but they are necessary. For it is in the darkest times that the light shines brightest, and it is in these moments of solitude that chosen ones find the strength to rise, to continue their journey, and to serve others in the most profound ways. The journey of awakening for the chosen ones is not a linear path, but one of continuous growth and transformation. It is an ongoing process that unfolds with each new step, each new realization, and each new experience. They know deep within their hearts that they are never truly finished, that there's always more to learn, more to experience, and more to give. This awareness fills them with a sense of wonder and anticipation, knowing that each moment offers new opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Chosen ones understand that life is not a destination to be reached, but an ever-evolving journey. They have come to realize that every part of their path, even the struggles and hardships, is part of a larger, divine design that is guiding them to become more of who they truly are. They see themselves as part of a greater tapestry of existence, woven together with the threads of all experiences, relationships, and lessons they encounter. Rather than viewing challenges as obstacles or setbacks, they now see them as integral components of their evolution, each one offering valuable insights and lessons that shape their understanding of themselves and their purpose. With each passing day, chosen ones find themselves becoming more attuned to their higher purpose, more connected to the source of all things, and more in tune with the flow of life. They no longer strive to control every aspect of their journey, but instead, they learn to trust in the divine timing of the universe. They understand that everything unfolds as it should, and they embrace the uncertainty that comes with this trust. It is not about knowing exactly what comes next, but about surrendering to the flow of life and allowing themselves to be guided by their intuition and inner wisdom. As they move forward, they become increasingly aligned with their true essence, shedding layers of doubt, fear, and limitation. The more they awaken, the more they step into their authentic power, realizing that they are not separate from the universe, but an deep connection to the source of all things brings them a sense of peace and fulfillment that transcends the fleeting pleasures and distractions of the material world. They know that their true purpose is not to seek external validation or accolades, but to live with love, authenticity, and a deep sense of service to others. This commitment to growth and service is at the core of their being. Chosen ones understand that their journey is not just about personal enlightenment, but about helping others awaken to their own truth as well. They are not here to compete or compare themselves to others, but to lift others up, to show them the way, and to offer their light in the darkness. They know that by embracing their own transformation, they help to facilitate the transformation of others, creating a ripple effect of love, healing, and awakening that spreads far beyond their own lives. So they're not afraid of change. In fact, they welcome it. Change is seen not as something to fear or resist, but as a necessary part of their journey. They understand that in order to grow and evolve, they must be willing to let go of the old and embrace the new. This includes letting go of outdated beliefs, past traumas, and limiting patterns that no longer serve them. They're constantly evolving, becoming more aligned with their higher self, more in tune with the universal flow, and more capable of serving others from a place of pure love and authenticity. This journey of awakening is one of radical self-acceptance and surrender. Chosen ones learn to accept themselves as they are, with all their imperfections and flaws, knowing that they are perfect in their imperfection. They no longer seek to be anyone else or compare themselves to others, for they understand that their unique journey is exactly what it needs to be. They trust in their own divine timing, knowing that they are exactly where they need to be at every moment. This acceptance of themselves and their path allows them to experience true freedom. The freedom to be themselves, the freedom to express their truth, and the freedom to serve others from a place of love and authenticity. As they grow, they become more deeply connected to their higher purpose, to the divine source that guides them, and to the community of like-minded souls who share their journey. They no longer feel alone or disconnected, but part of a vast, interconnected. They understand that their actions, no matter how small, have a ripple effect on the world around them, and that by living authentically, they contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. In this ongoing journey of growth and transformation, chosen ones are reminded that there is no end point, no finish line to cross. The journey itself is the reward. Each step forward is an opportunity to deepen their connection to the divine, to expand their capacity for love and compassion, and to serve others in ways they never thought possible. And as they continue to awaken, they realize that the more they give, the more they serve, the more they grow, the more they embrace change, the more they align with their higher purpose. In this way, the journey of awakening becomes an infinite spiral of growth, love, and service, leading them ever closer to their true essence and to the divine plan that has always been unfolding before them. The chosen ones understand that their journey will never be completed, for life is an ongoing process of discovery, learning, and growth. They are committed to embracing each new phase of their awakening with open hearts and open minds, knowing that each moment is an opportunity to become more aligned with the truth of who they are. They are not striving to reach a specific goal or destination, but rather to live in alignment with their authentic selves, to serve others with love and compassion, and to contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. This is the path of the chosen ones, a path of continuous growth, transformation, and service. And it is a journey that is not just about them, but about all of us as we awaken together to the truth of who we truly are. These chosen ones continue to live their truth. They find that their lives become increasingly meaningful. They no longer seek to accumulate wealth or status. Instead, they find joy in the simple moments, in the connections they make, and in the service they provide. They understand that true fulfillment comes from living in alignment with their highest self and contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. They become a living embodiment of the truth that we are all interconnected, and that every action, no matter how small, has the power to create lasting change. This is the journey of the chosen ones. It is a journey of awakening, of service, and of transformation. It is a journey that transcends the ego and embraces the higher self, a journey that requires courage, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to truth. It is a journey that does not end, but continues to unfold with each passing moment. And it is a journey that we are all on, in one form or another, as we awaken to the truth of who we really are. As you reflect on your own journey, know that you are not alone. You are part of a greater community, a collective of souls who are waking up to their true nature and embracing their higher purpose. Together, we can create a world that is grounded in love, compassion, and authenticity. Together, we can rise, and in doing so, we will help others rise as well. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to join us on this journey. Comment fire below to share your commitment to living your truth and embracing your higher purpose. Subscribe to our channel, Soul Ascendancy, and become part of a community that is dedicated to growth, transformation, and service. Let us continue to support one another as we walk this path together. Together, we will create a ripple of change that will spread across the world, awakening hearts and minds, and reminding us all of our true potential. Thank you for being part of this journey, and may your light continue to shine brightly.